A dishwasher who took down a biker gang at Ruby's Diner, tucked away in a dusty corner of Arizona. The sound of dishes clanking was as constant as rain on a metal roof. Behind the counter, Cal Becker stood with his arms deep in soapy water. He was in his 50s, tall, broad, and quiet, with a weathered face and steel gray eyes that hinted at a buried past. No one knew much about Cal. Some locals whispered he used to be in the military, maybe special forces. Others thought he'd done time in prison. Cal never confirmed anything. He just washed dishes, kept to himself, and was always polite. Then, one night, trouble rolled in. It was just after 9 p.m. when the roar of motorcycle engines shattered the quiet. 7 bikers from a gang called the Blackjacks stormed in. Their custom bikes were parked carelessly out front. Covered in tattoos, chains, and leather, they made sure everyone noticed them. Their leader, Torque, was huge, built like a bear with a beard to match. His second in command, Spaz, had a nervous twitch and a creepy giggle that came before violence. Inside, waitress Sandy froze when she saw them. She glanced toward the kitchen, where Cal kept washing dishes. The bikers barged in, stinking of oil and arrogance. Torque knocked over a chair just for fun and barked at Sandy for food, even grabbing her wrist and making crude threats about her boyfriend, a cop. In the back, Cal quietly shut off the water. He turned to the teen line cook Derek and said calmly, "Take a break." Something in his tone made Derek obey without question. Cal headed to the walk-in freezer, pulled out a crate, and uncovered a bundle he had hidden long ago. Combat gloves, a tactical flashlight, zip ties, an earpiece, and a military-grade knife. This wasn't just any gear. It was Delta Force gear. Cal's past had just caught up to him. Back in the diner, things got worse. Spaz poured ketchup on a customer. Another biker smashed a framed photo. Sandy finally shouted at them to stop. Torque stood up, grabbed her apron, and asked if she had a problem. That's when the lights cut out. In the pitch black, a low voice echoed from the shadows. "You boys picked the wrong diner." Suddenly, Spaz vanished, dragged into the kitchen without a sound. When emergency lights flickered on, only 6 bikers remained. Cal stepped into the dining room, calm and composed. His dishwashing sleeves were rolled up, revealing arms like coiled rope. "You've got 2 options," he said. "Walk out or crawl out." The bikers laughed and charged. 2 of them swung chains. Cal dodged, hit one in the throat, and knocked the other out with a knee to the chest. In 3 seconds, 2 men were down. Another swung a bar stool. Cal caught it, twisted, and threw the man into a booth, smashing it. Torque shouted, "Kill him." One tried to stab Cal. Bad move. Cal broke his wrist and knocked him out cold. Another charged. Cal zip-tied him to a table leg. Torque came at him with a pool cue, swinging hard. It broke against Cal's shoulder. He didn't flinch. One punch dropped Torque like a bag of bricks. Silence. Customers peeked out from under tables. Sandy stared in shock. Cal looked around, dusted off his apron, and said, "I'll need the mop." 15 minutes later, the sheriff showed up. "You do this, Cal?" "They slipped," Cal said. "All of them?" Cal just shrugged and went back to washing dishes. The story spreads. The diner became famous overnight. Locals came in droves, whispering about the dishwasher who took down a gang with just a mop and dish towel. Someone even tried to tip him $50. He refused. But 3 days later, across the border in El Paso, one of the bikers, Spaz, woke up tied to a chair in a warehouse. His face was swollen and bloody. Watching him was Viper, Torque's older brother and the real leader of the Blackjacks. "You let one dishwasher take out 6 of you?" Viper growled. Spaz, beaten and ashamed, said, "He wasn't just a dishwasher. He moved like a ghost, military or something." Viper's face darkened. "Round everyone up. We ride tonight." The return. Back in Arizona, Cal was fixing a broken chair at the diner. Sandy noticed something was off. "You're quieter than usual," she said. Cal looked up. This isn't over. Torque wasn't the boss. That means someone worse is coming. He opened a locker and pulled out a black duffel bag he hadn't touched in years. Time to prepare. The final attack. Around midnight, 20 bikes thundered down the desert road, led by Viper on a skull-painted chopper. Behind him were men with chains, bats, and sawed-off shotguns. Their target, Ruby's Diner. "We burn it down," Viper growled, "and hang that dishwasher from the sign." At 2:04 a.m., Sandy and Derek were hidden inside the closed diner. Cal waited on the roof, night vision goggles, suppressed rifle, earpiece active. He watched the horizon. 20 bikers. 2 trucks. This wasn't just a diner anymore. It was a battlefield. At 2:27 a.m., the first biker tried sneaking around. Cal took him out with a tranquilizer dart. Another was dragged away. A third got hit with a flashbang at the back door. Panic spread. "He's got backup," someone yelled. They stormed the building. Big mistake. Inside, Cal had set traps, tripwires, and pepper bombs. Bikers tripped, screamed, and flailed. Cal dropped into the chaos, elbows and knees hitting like hammers. He moved like smoke. In 10 seconds, 4 bikers were down. From the pantry, Derek watched in disbelief. "Is he even human?" he whispered. Sandy replied, "Delta Force." Outside, Viper had had enough. "Bring out the heavy," he ordered. 3 men unwrapped a minigun from a tarp. But when they tried to set it up, the truck exploded. Cal had rigged it with remote charges. The blast sent Viper flying. When the smoke cleared, Cal was standing above him. "I've heard of you," Viper hissed. "You're the one from Mosul, Operation Black Sand." "I was," Cal said. "That version of me is dead. Now I wash dishes until people like you show up." Viper reached for a knife. Cal kicked it away. "You're not dying tonight," he said. "You're walking away. But you'll tell the others, don't come back." Aftermath. By sunrise, police cars surrounded the diner. Viper and the rest were zip-tied in the pile. The sheriff looked at Cal. "Want a medal?" "Just a clean sink and hot coffee," Cal replied. Sandy handed him a fresh cup.